Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas. Today, we're tackling a question that's, well, it's kind of baffling, right? Why isn't being the smartest person in the room a guarantee for success?
So let's jump right into this with a classic paradox. And trust me, this one is going to turn everything you think you know about intelligence and success completely on its head.
Okay, so on one side of the ring, you've got Nikola Tesla. I mean, the guy was a certified genius, right? His inventions literally shaped the world we live in. And yet, he died poor and totally isolated. Then, on the other side, you've got someone like Richard Branson. His teachers thought he was a poor student, he struggled with dyslexia, but this is the guy who went on to build the whole Virgin Empire. It just doesn't add up. So, how does that happen? And that really brings us to the heart of the matter today. What is actually going on here? Why does being brilliant, having this incredible raw intelligence, so often just fail to translate into success out there in the real world? All right, so the first piece of this puzzle, it's a fascinating psychological idea. It's something that explains why the so-called fool can be so confident while the expert is often filled with doubt. You've probably heard of it. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. So what is it? Well, in a nutshell, the less you know about something, the more you think you know. It's because you literally can't see the huge, complex picture you're missing. But the expert? Oh, they are painfully aware of every little detail, every nuance, every single thing that could possibly go wrong. And all that awareness, it makes them second-guess everything.
This chart just nails the problem, doesn't it? For a beginner, a topic, let's say football, it seems so simple. Just kick the ball, score a goal. Easy, right? But the expert, they see a whole universe of complexity. We're talking tactical formations, physical conditioning, mental strategy, you name it. The expert is just so aware of what they don't know that they hesitate. Meanwhile, the uninformed person, they just dive right in, totally, blissfully confident.
And you know what? All that self-doubt, it leads incredibly intelligent people straight into a trap. And the irony is just huge. Their greatest asset, that amazing analytical mind, actually becomes their biggest obstacle. This right here, this is what we call analysis paralysis. It's like this. When you can see 10 potential problems, you feel like you have to create 10 different plans. But when you only see one simple goal, you just take one simple step. That ability to see every little thing that could go wrong, it builds a prison of inaction around you. You get so caught up planning for every single possibility that you never ever actually start. Okay, think about this maze challenge. It captures the difference perfectly. You've got two people. The genius is standing at the entrance, trying to map out the absolute perfect route, planning for every dead end. Meanwhile, the fool, he's already inside the maze. He's hitting walls, sure, but he's turning around, trying another path. He's learning by doing. And that is the crucial takeaway here. Motion beats meditation every single time. The so-called fool is focused on getting out, while the genius is still stuck at the start, lost in perfecting the plan. So if it's not raw intelligence, then what is the secret sauce? What's the thing that really separates the winners from the brilliant planners? The answer is so simple. It's the power of execution. Get ready for this number, because it might actually shock you. 2.9. What is that? That's the average college GPA of millionaires according to the book The Millionaire Mind. I mean, let that sink in. It's definitive proof that being a straight-A student, academic perfection, is not the key to financial success. So what is? One word: action. And to really drive this point home, let's do a little comparison. We all know the icon of genius, right? Albert Einstein. But let's put him up against a man you've probably never even heard of, William Sidis. And get this, Sidis had an estimated IQ that was way higher than Einstein's. So this guy Sidis, his intellect was just off the charts. He got into Harvard at age 11, was fluent in dozens of languages, a true spectacle. But here's the tragedy. It just didn't translate into a successful or happy life. His mind was so analytical that he found it almost impossible to connect with other people, and more importantly, to take any real action in the world. He ended up living a quiet, obscure life and died broke and alone. He was a theoretical marvel who just couldn't navigate the real world. You see, the people who really make it, the most successful people, they aren't just thinkers or planners. They are what we can call action takers. And listen, this is the most important part of this whole thing. Being an action taker isn't some personality trait you're born with. No way. It is a skill, It's a habit, and it's something you can start building like right now. Okay, so let's bring this all together. What's the big takeaway here? It's all about making a fundamental shift in your mindset, moving away from endless planning and just doing. This quote really says it all. Success doesn't come from some stroke of genius on your first try. It comes from repeating actions, reviewing what happened, adjusting your course, and then doing it again. Your first attempt is not going to be perfect. Your first business plan will probably have a ton of flaws. But that's okay, because it's the start of the cycle of doing, learning, and improving. And that's a cycle that overthinking completely shuts down before it can even begin. You can't perfect a project that only exists on paper. So here are your first steps. Number 1, stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's never going to come. Number 2, you have to embrace the idea that good enough is so much better than non-existent. And number 3, and this is the most important, take one small, simple step toward your goal. Tonight, don't let your big idea just die on paper. Remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is just to start. Look, your intelligence is an incredibly powerful tool. There's no doubt about that. But what are you going to build with it? The world doesn't reward you just for having the tool in your toolbox. It rewards you for what you actually build with it. Your intelligence got you this far, for sure. But from here on out, it's only your actions that will decide where you go next. Thanks for watching.